already a brand new year. Today was the first day of this year. Now it's already, for me right here where I live, it's the 2nd of January now. It's time to crush a workout, it's time to win, it's time to achieve my goals that I set for myself for this year. I have a lot of goals, and my goals are extremely high, so I don't know if I'll be able to achieve them. One of them is actually to hit 300,000 subscribers on this channel. Now, a lot of you may not believe in me. Most of you will not believe in me. Most of you will think there's no way. But I believe in myself, and I think when I believe in myself and believe in God that He will support me, I think I can do it. I can get 300,000 subscribers in 2024. I can make at least $3,000. But yeah, how are y'all doing? What are your goals for 2024? Let's crush some people. Let's crush some people who think they're YouTubers, bro. These YouTubers need to get the fuck out of here, bro. How's everything? How are y'all doing? How was your 2023? What are your goals for 2024? How was your New Year's resolution party? How was it all? Let me know some stuff. Type something in the chat. Let's hang out. Let's have fun. My New Year's resolution was quite normal. Not too much going on. I just watched some fireworks on TV, and that's all. It went on for like crazy amount of time, bro. Literally like 40 minutes, bro. 40 minutes of fireworks. Crazy. I didn't even like it that much. Like, it got extremely boring around the end. But I guess people like fireworks for some reason. They make some people happy, right? It's crazy how the average man's life is literally to party on the weekends, and then something as petty as fireworks makes them happy. Like, that would never be the case for me. I would never be happy because of some fireworks or because of some bullshit that I'm watching. I get it though, people want to hang out with their families, with their friends, and that's, I guess they find that enjoyable. Me personally, I think the best feeling in the world is to feel accomplished, to feel like you're actually performing, to feel like you're actually progressing. I love progress. I think progress is the single best emotion in the world. Let's work out. But yeah, how are y'all doing? Type something in the chat. I miss y'all, man. I'm trying to be really successful, bro. Obviously. I'm trying to achieve a lot this year, though. If you weren't here before, I'm trying to get 300,000 subscribers this year. Not 100,000, not 100k. Now, most people in my position will say 100k is the goal. But for me, I'm aiming for the moon. I'm shooting for the stars and aiming for the moon. So I'm going for 300k. Let me know if y'all think I can get it or not. Because it will motivate me either way. Even if you guys don't believe in me, I will still be motivated. Because my motivation would be to actually prove y'all wrong. Yeah, how's everything? How was your 2023, bro? Mine was very, very good. I accomplished a lot in 2023, as you can tell. I started this channel right around the beginning, and look where we're at now. 11.7k, millions of views, music out, 3 albums out, 3 albums, bro. That's crazy. That's really good. Next year I'm trying to go for 6 albums, which is double the amount, but I think we can do it. because my work ethic has improved tremendously in the past few months, especially in December. My work ethic got really, really good because I was trying to finish the album for the people. Oh yeah, also I just dropped the album. Did y'all listen to the album? If you did, what did you think of it? If you listened to some track, let me know. I'm interested in knowing your opinions and your ratings for the album. Yeah, type something in the chat, don't make this boring. For the People is an album about war, about struggle, about things we go through every day, just being Arabs. It's really just me embracing my race and my culture and where I come from, and saying I don't care that I come from war and these bad struggles. I don't care that I come from the projects, because I know I can make it out and I know I have limitless potential. But I'm here to lead my people as a leader, because that's who I am as a rapper and as an artist and as a public figure, as an influencer. I'm leading a certain group of people. I'm leading the young generation. So I have to lead them to the right path. I can't just lead them to some bullshit like these other celebrities. I can't just tell them to take drugs or to take each other's lives away. Sure, we can have fun every now and then, but there has to be a certain message that's about improvement, positivity, and simply about loving each other. So that's what For the People is about. It's not promoting war, it's speaking about war, so the world realizes what people who look like me are going through at this exact moment, because most people are not even aware of it. Most people go through their daily lives completely disregarding what people from my country and from my culture are going through. For instance, Arabs as a whole, or you can even extend the argument to Muslims as a whole. I don't want to go too deep into this because censorship has been crazy lately, especially regarding topics like this. And I'm not trying to get my account banned, but I'm also not a coward, and I never will be. I never will cower to the matrix and to the propaganda and to the bullshit, because I don't believe in it, and I have certain morals, values and principles that I cannot go past, that I must adhere by. Unlike these other celebrities who sell their souls for a check. I could never do that. I could never fold. That's a promise from me to you. Which is why my album is called For the People. It's because I'm actually trying to give a positive message out for the people, and I'm trying to lead them to the right direction, and I'm trying to show the world what we are going through as a whole, as HCG, as healthcare gang. Because as I said, most people don't even realize hit my shoulders several times now with the weight, and that's a mistake. Now they're hurting a little bit, but that's fine. We're just gonna keep going. We're gonna try to be more careful next time. Cool lyricism. For real? Thank you, I appreciate you. That means the world to me. What song are you speaking about exactly? What song did you like? That's not a mistake, your mind is growing. Thank you very much. Means the world to me. What song are you talking about exactly? What songs did you listen to from the new album? Waleed, I just chose a random one. Oh, that's fire. Thank you very much. Waleed is a good one. And it's actually my most popular song so far. Thank you for saying it has good lyricism, because it's actually a story about a random Syrian kid who has experienced struggles. It's not a true story, but it is realistic fiction. There are so many, not only Syrian, but so many kids in general, especially Arabic, who go through stuff like this on a daily basis. And that's what I'm trying to shed light upon. But thank you, I appreciate you. Your name is Hello World, but I've never seen you before on the streams. That's what I was really impressed about, the storytelling, as we are vehicles for this. I know what you mean. Yup. Thank you so much, bro. This genuinely means the world to me. Nobody has gave me that compliment before. I think people used to not understand my lyrics on the previous albums that I dropped, and that's the problem, because I was not very clear with my voice and with the way I articulated my thoughts, with the way I spoke, with my microphone. But thankfully I tried to improve with this album, and it looks like it's paying off. It looks like it's working. It looks like we're growing, as you said. But thank you very much. It means the world to me. People like you genuinely make my day. Like, I don't just say this for nothing. People like you genuinely make my day. Thank you. Means the world. Let's do some hammer curls. But I've never seen you on the streams before. Are you new here? Or did you just like change your name? Because I'm not familiar with the name Hello World or with the username. And shout out to all the 5 people watching this stream right now. Y'all can type something in the chat, join in on the conversation. Tell me what your 2023 was like. What are your goals for 2024? Yeah, I got recommended. Oh, that's fire. I appreciate you coming here. It means the world to me. I love seeing new faces here. I love seeing new people supporting this movement. Because this is not just another YouTube channel. This is not just another rap channel or rap artist. This is actually a movement. And I mean it when I say it, because we got so tired of the bullshit music. We got so tired of random drill rappers talking about shooting guns and shooting people, shooting each other. We got so tired of people talking about taking drugs, because we know what results that leads to. Speaking about that type of stuff, we already know the results, which have been, I think, YouTube recommends lives. I'm glad I stumbled upon you. Thank you. I'm glad I stumbled upon you. I was just watching David Goggins and Dr. Huberman. He dropped a vid 10 hours ago, and David is so real. I love David Goggins, bro. That's actually crazy. So you must be like a workout gym bro. You must be a fan of working out. And that's actually a great a great demographic that I try to aim towards as well, because I like working out as well. I agree when people are actually hurting and dying. Wait. I'll read your message in a second, I apologize. Because it disappeared from my screen. But I'll read it now. King ISO TFB Training for Battle is a song that is such a great mind energizer. That's great, so you're a fan of music and you're a fan of working out, just like I am. So it means the world to actually have you here with me along the journey. And yeah, it's great that YouTube recommends lives, that's why I'm going live. I think I missed one few messages. I'll read it in a second, I truly apologize. It's just that I'm in the middle of a workout right now, and the message already disappeared from my screen, so I have to open it again. Continuing the message that disappeared, it's a shame most people spend time wishing upon that because of what they sang or talked about. Exactly. You're completely right. Words are very powerful. The tongue is the most powerful tool there is on the planet alongside the mind. So when we keep speaking about killing, when we keep speaking about drugs, when we keep glorifying it in the music, it's eventually going to take more and more rappers out. It's going to kill more of our artists and people in general. You're promoting it to the kids because this is the main demographic that listens to rap music, and it's truly bad. However, I understand where it's coming from. I'm not just like some spoiled rich brat, some white boy. That's not the case. I've actually been through the struggle myself. I've never taken any drugs, but I did go through war. I have went through war. I have lived in the ghetto before, or in the slums, if you will. So I understand why that music is a thing that exists. It's because of the already horrible socioeconomic conditions that are present in so many places around the world, specifically in America, because that's where hip-hop is mostly situated. But yeah, I understand where it's coming from, but I think we need to progress from that. I think we need to start making more conscious music and to realize the faults of our ancestors, to improve upon them. And yeah, as you mentioned before, David Goggins and Andrew Huberman, they're great people to listen to and to start with. Everyone may or may not go through things, but those who observe and are brave to tell, it's beautiful. Exactly. It's a beautiful thing to be able to make it out of the struggle and then tell the story. I can crush you. It depends on whether you're a male or female, because I'm not sure yet. You know, if you're a female, you have a chance. If you're a male, it's a 0% chance. Wait, I know Hello World just sent another message. I just couldn't read it yet. I'll read it in a second. New album is fire. Thank you so much, Norway. It's good having you here. What songs were your favorite? And what songs did you listen to, Norway? Bro, I love hanging out with you guys. Y'all are the best, man. I get so many of the actual supporters here on live streams, which is why I keep doing it. Because on regular videos, I typically tend to get a lot of haters, which is fine. I can deal with the hate. It really doesn't bother me. But I love seeing love. You know, everybody enjoys seeing love comments more, or supportive comments, and I get all of those on these live streams. My haters do not even touch these live streams usually. So yeah, it's a great space. Speak to my core fan base and supporters. I listened to the whole album and I like Dust the most. Why do you have haters? Dust is a fire song. It's actually the last song on the album, so I'm truly appreciative that you listened to the whole album. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. I can't even believe it. But it's impressive. Dust is the last song of the album. I tried to focus more on lyricism on that song, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, let's talk about why I have haters. The reason I have haters, I understand it. I'm not an idiot. I'm not delusional. It's because my titles are overly exaggerated on a lot of the YouTube shorts that I upload, and some people do not care. However, other people tend to look at it as a waste of time to watch the short, so they tend to write a negative comment, and they project all their negative emotions from life in general in that one comment, and they try to burn you alive in the comments. But it doesn't really bother me. The thing is, if I was in their position, and let's say I saw a YouTuber that I did not like, or that I did not like the content of, I would simply just stop watching. I would not be in the comments hating, because it's a waste of my time as well as theirs. So I would simply stop watching and move on to the next YouTuber that I'm interested in watching. However, people don't really value their time. They more so just want to project their emotions on somebody. I seem super chill. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know it's dumb. I know it's stupid, but you seem super chill as well, and I see you always in my community post comments as well as on my live streams, and it means the world to me that you guys are here. It genuinely means the world to me, because only a year ago I had no one. Only a year ago I was hesitant about whether I should post or not. This was in the beginning of 2023, literally in January. Keep it up, I believe in you. The anterior and cingulate is what Dr. Huberman talks about. Cingulate, okay. Thank you so much for believing in me. I'll read the comments in a second. Give me a second. Yeah, I'll listen to Huberman as well. Seems interesting. Seems like an interesting topic you're talking about. But how was New Year's resolution for you guys? Tomorrow will be the 1 year anniversary of the album Black and White. Yo, that is true. That's crazy. Thank you for realizing it. Means it's crazy to me that you guys are here and you realize the 1 year anniversary. Norway is a great moderator, bro. But let me just check the chat. Shit, I'm missing a workout. Hello world types messages so fast, so I apologize if I'm missing some. 2024 is good. Looks like you had a head start. Hehe. Awesome, my boy getting ripped. Thank you so much, bro. Means the world. Yeah, I'm trying to get ripped. I did have a head start. I had 2023. 2023 was an amazing year for me. As I said, I achieved a lot in it. I started this channel, I did everything on it, and now I have 11.7k subscribers and supporters. 2024 is good for me so far. That's awesome to hear, Norway. That's awesome to hear. I'm trying to get to 300,000 subscribers in 2024. Do you guys think it's too much? Or you think it's good to aim for high goals and you think I can achieve it? Be honest, you can be honest. Because I know you guys are supporters. So I'll take any constructive criticism. I don't have a problem with it. I know it's a very high goal for a channel with only 11k right now. Poor Japan thought not even a day into 2024 and they get an earthquake and a tsunami. I think that's a little too high of a goal. Okay, let's speak about the tsunami and the earthquake first. I actually didn't hear about that. I have not heard about a tsunami and an earthquake in Japan. That's crazy if it happened on the first day of 2024. It's really sad. It's crazy because earthquakes happen all the time there though. But yeah, Falala Lama just said he thinks that's a little too high. Let's see if we can achieve it. It doesn't matter, setting high goals and thinking you will achieve is the point. Learn to be purposeless. 2, so you don't feel disappointed. Keep going when you don't want to. I trust in you. Bro, your messages are making my day better and better. You guys' support is very much appreciated, and I agree with you. Hello world, I agree with you. I think, as you said, it's important to set high goals, even if they're almost, or they seem almost impossible to achieve in that period of time. Because even if I don't end up achieving it and accomplishing it, I'll accomplish something a little below it, which will still be great for me. Because let's say I don't get 300k, let's say I get 250k. That's still an amazing achievement, right? And learning to be purposeless is interesting. Maybe I wouldn't say purposeless. When you are giving me hope, there's a flame igniting now. Thank you, bro. You're giving me hope as well. You guys give me hope all the time. All the time. Sorry about that. I don't know why this keeps happening, but I only have 5% left on my iPad where I'm live streaming right now. However, do not worry because I will start another live stream as soon as this one happens to go off. I apologize for the technical difficulties. But thank you. Like, I don't know how to thank you guys, bro. It's too much. And it's all a blessing from God, by the way. It's not just my hard work, it's God supporting me. What's up? What's up? Somebody just joined. It's good to have you all here. Push, come on. Yeah, I have a little bit I have a little bit left throughout the workout. I have like 17% of the workout left. So maybe about 5 minutes. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna do some push-ups now. Let's do push-ups. Happy New Year. Thank you, you too. How was your New Year's resolution?
did you guys spend your New Year's resolution yesterday? Or before yesterday, depending on what country you live in? Just feel the energy, be what you are, godly. Learn into the tendencies and all of your scars strongly keep you going mentally. Damn, that's poetic. Thank you for that message. Yeah, exactly. Though you have to learn from your struggles, you have to learn from your trauma, and you have to keep going, keep fighting, keep accomplishing goals, keep setting goals and writing them down. You know, if you don't do that, then what's the purpose of living? The best emotion you could feel is progress, in my humble opinion. It's not love, it's not happiness from one to another. Thank you, bro. Yup. High five to you, my friend. Or handshake, whichever you prefer. We must stick together because we all have the same goal of achieving, of accomplishing, of succeeding, you know. So I appreciate this community. This is what Healthcare Gang is all about. This is HCG. This is what we stand for. If you guys don't know, I name my fan base and my supporters HCG, which stands for Healthcare Gang. Essentially, it's a group. It's a group of individuals that focuses on bettering their health in all aspects and areas of life. Mentally, physically, spiritually. All of that. That's what we stand for. Health is the most important thing in life. You know, starting a business is also part of it because your health improves when you start a business. Your mentality improves as well as your physicality when you start eating healthier, when you start being able to afford the more expensive, finer things of life. I apologize, I know I'm out of breath, but I'm gonna keep pushing. The workout is almost over. I have 5% of the workout left, and the stream might end, but I'll start a new one as soon as it does end. So do not be bothered. Just join again. By the way, the picture you saw on the thumbnail of the live stream was from back when I was living in the projects, almost a couple of years ago, like 1.5 years ago. And I made it out of the projects about a year ago, a little more, but yeah, it's a blessing. And I was still working out, I was still pushing it, I was still making songs. I was actually creating Black and White, my album Black and White, my first album ever, my debut. I was creating it during that time when I was living in the projects. Isn't that crazy? I was literally living in the slums and I was still working. I didn't turn it into an excuse, because that's what losers do. But we don't do that over here in HCG. We don't do that. We outdo ourselves, we work regardless, and we accomplish our mission. That's what we stand for. We take care of our people, we take care of our health, we take care of our families. And then we tell our stories from back when we were still struggling. Whether it is through war, in the projects, in a gang populated area. Yes, sir. Exactly. Whatever condition you're going through, it's simply going to turn into a story if you don't make excuses and get up and do the work regardless. This is motivation. This is what we stand for. I believe in discipline more than I do believe in motivation, because discipline can never fade away. Motivation can fade away spontaneously. So I believe it's better to depend on discipline. And the reason I was still working out, the reason I was still doing all this work a couple of years ago when I was living in the slums, the reason I was still doing the work is because of discipline. It's not because of motivation. I obviously did not feel motivated while I was struggling. The reason I did this is because I had to do it. I had work to do, regardless of how I felt. That's how your mindset should always be. That's how it should always be. Discipline is unbeatable, man. Forget about motivation. Forget about how you feel. I believe a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on how they feel, and I think that's negatively harming them and negatively impacting them. So I do believe the best way going forward is to simply put the emphasis on your goals and not on how you feel. Thus the production mixing in the first long verse is good. Thank you, means the world, bro. A lot of people are liking Dust and Waleed. Bro, can you tell me how you did it? For sure. Bro, DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is in my about section or in the description of the channel. Just directly message me there and I'll respond to all messages. I'll explain to you how I did it. I'll explain to you the whole process behind it. Yeah, I can even send you some voice messages, some videos. It's fine. All love, bro. I love my supporters. Are you like an aspiring artist as well? Or why do you need it? Because you're a producer, you're a rapper, you're an artist? Or are you just interested? So I'm done with the workout. Oh, you released 2 songs, you rap a bit? That's awesome, bro. Where are you from? You love the art. Exactly, that's... Never lose that, bro. Never lose the passion about it. Never lose the art. Very keen on learning. Great. I'll listen to your music after the stream is done. I don't have a problem. I like listening to my people's music, man. I see a lot of upcoming artists, a lot of aspiring artists here. And I like to support them because I'm still an aspiring artist myself, you know. I still have not made it yet, but I'm simply past a lot of people on the journey. But yeah, man, keep on going. Never ever stop, no matter how many people hate on you, no matter how many people try to stop you. They try to tell you, oh, it's some silly thing, don't do it, you will not actually succeed, you will not get money. No matter if people do not believe in you, keep doing it. Keep doing the work, regardless of the struggles you're facing, and trust me, it will pay off. One day it will pay off, soon enough actually. Way sooner than you think. Way sooner than you think. I never expected I'd get to 11.7k in 1 year. Never thought. And when I started this channel, it was just like, okay, I'll start it. It was just spontaneous. I really did not think much of it. But I was hesitant a bit at first. And then I just decided to drop it because who really cares? I was literally studying in an online school due to war, not due to the virus, due to war. And yeah. So I really didn't care about my classmates hearing it, because I didn't tell my classmates about it. I really didn't tell anyone, not even my own family members. So that's how it is. And now look where we're at. The reason we're right here is because I started it, is because I worked hard, and it's because I believed in God and prayed to God every day. That's how we do it. And like I said, I'll listen to your music and I'll give you some advice. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll give you all the advice you need, bro. I'll help you out. But yeah, since this stream didn't end yet, I'll just wait for it until it ends, and I'll probably not even start a new one, because it's kinda about time. I have to go and make a bit of music right now. Actually, I have to record some music, and then I'll probably go to sleep after the workout is done as well. My workout is not fully over yet. I just did like some 30-minute workout, but it's not fully over yet. I'll do it off stream though. But yeah, how are you guys doing? I only have like a few percentage of battery left, so I guess let's end it off, right? It was amazing having you all here though. It's such a blessing to have all these supporters here. It's honestly like incredible, and all I can do is thank God for it and pray for more. And thank you guys for it as well, because I'm about to start making some serious money off of this channel. You know, I'm right around the corner, and it's all a blessing from you guys. I remember, you know, less than a year ago, literally like 6 months ago, I was struggling hard trying to search for a way or a source of income, and I could not find anything, a source of online income. I wanted to do something online that would get me some income flowing, some cash flowing, because you know, my family and I, we live a tough life. I'm not gonna say we're broke, but we don't necessarily have a stable source of income, which is a problem. So I do have to work harder as a man for my family, and to provide for them, and to be a good man for them. That's what men do, right? We provide for people, we protect people, and we procreate. So yeah. Hey man, happy new year, by the way. Didn't know you post your lyrics all at once. Threw me off completely. Thank you so much, bro. Happy new year to you as well. I don't know what you mean by post my lyrics all at once. Oh, I think you mean like they're all connected in paragraphs, and not like there's no space between them. I think that's what you mean. Yeah, that's how I write my songs. I don't really do a lot of spaces. I just do the verse, the chorus, the verse, and then more choruses, or whatever the song structure is, depending on the song. But yeah, I don't tend to break between the lines like most people do. I just, you know, that's how I started writing, and that's how I continue. But yeah, I did post my lyrics in the descriptions of all of my songs that I just dropped from my album for the people. 20 new songs, 20 new tracks. Make sure you go listen to it if you haven't listened yet. Maybe listen to the whole album if you like it. If you like some songs, you can do that as well. It's a blessing. This was like my first album of 2024, or you could say it was my last album of 2023. Not a lot of artists just post them. Honestly, I'm glad you did, because I can see from a writer's perspective how long you've been writing. Exactly, man. Not a lot of artists post them. Exactly, that is true. And thank you for speaking about how tiring the writing process is, because it is tiring. It does get difficult at times, especially when you don't have creative thoughts flowing in, because a lot of the times you're not actually inspired to write, but you have to write regardless, because you have to stay disciplined, and you have to actually do your work and achieve your goals and accomplish your mission, and then post an album before the year ends, or before your deadline arrives. So you have to write regardless of inspiration, and sometimes it does end up being a banger regardless. So that's a blessing. A lot of the songs on the album, I literally recorded them in one day. Some of them I wrote them in one day, I recorded them in one day, and I literally filmed the music video in the same day. Like the song Dear Haters, for example. The song Dear Haters has a music video, but it's not on. It's not actually on For the People. For the People does not contain that song, but yeah. Also, posting December 31 is significant. It symbolizes something deeper, a new beginning, but it always was equals God. Exactly. It does symbolize a new beginning. That's how it is, because we've been through so much struggle as a race or as a generation, or you could even extend the argument to say as people in general. And so to begin a new beginning, it's truly like metaphorical, it's truly symbolic. So I love the fact that you guys are catching the clues. I love the fact that you guys are catching the small details, because this means that you guys are actually noticing stuff. This means that you guys are actually listening to the music, not just skimming through it, which is amazing. It truly means so much to me, because usually people just skim through my music, and music in general, that's what they do, right? They don't really listen to music, they just skim through it, especially in today's day and age with the extremely low attention spans, the goldfish attention spans, as they say. But yeah, pure existence always existed, nothing has never not existed, lol. You create and develop art to mimic life for expression. Precisely. That's what you do, right? Art is you mimicking nature and you mimicking the world around you. But you express yourself through raps, you express yourself through music like this. And my music has a deeper meaning. It's not like the mainstream music, as I stated before. A lot of people like to listen to the mainstream music about the clubs and about the girls and about the women and about the love. I personally am not the biggest fan of that, because I think there's something deeper to speak about, there's something more important. But a lot of people don't really like to think while listening to music, and I understand that. For example, my own best friend and my homie, he doesn't like to think while listening to music, so he just says, I like mainstream music, or I like this type of commercialized love music, or singing music. I personally think there has to be a deeper meaning to a song, because I'm just such a hip hop head, and I'm just such a intricate listener. I like thinking while listening. I like artists like J. Cole, for example, who paint a whole picture in front of your very eyes. It's amazing. But for real, imagine where you'll be in your craft, working consistently at it for the next 5 years. I don't know where I'll be in 5, but I know we will work at it, which is more important. Exactly, bro. It means so much to me that people like you are starting to notice my potential, and you're literally new here. You don't even know me yet. You haven't even seen too many of my videos yet, but you're starting to notice my potential regardless, which is simply amazing and incredible, because it means that there's something, there's a light, there's a star shining in front of your eyes right now. It's little giant. This is the star shining in front of you, and people can see it. And you could be a star as well. You could become a star as well. I don't know your real name, but you could become a star as well. Hello world. So just keep going at your craft. I know you can do it in 5 years. I know we will end up working together. If you want, if you're interested in having a feature on a song of mine, I'm open to it as well. I actually do need some features myself, so just DM me on Instagram for that as well. I'll see if I like your music, and we can chop something up. A lot of people like comment on my videos saying they want to feature on one of my songs, but they don't DM me on Instagram, and this is where I can't do anything about it, because I need like a way of speaking to the person directly. So yeah, you have to DM me on Instagram. But yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I don't know, like sometimes I just feel like I don't deserve all of the love I get and all of the blessings I get, because I can feel God blessing me from above, but I simply feel like I am not deserving. I don't think that's a word, but I simply feel like I'm not deserving of whatever he's blessing me with yet. Yet, keyword is yet, because at the end of the day, if I keep going on my grind, I'll end up getting to a position where I feel like I do deserve it. However, currently, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or what it is, but a lot of the times I don't feel like I deserve the blessings that I get. Like, for example, from my family as well. My family blesses me a lot with so many new items, and I might purchase a new microphone soon, which is crazy. I don't even understand how this is coming to be this way, but you know, the stars are aligning. I guess the pieces are coming together, and all I can say is it's a blessing. My dreams are coming true in front of my eyes. Sense of urgency. Ice curried, turned lemons into lemonade, and food bombs, teeth loss from how I eat wrappers. Dry skin, I need bombs. That's a homophone. Yo, you're quoting me. You're quoting me. Yeah, that's from the song Dust, isn't it? Play with me, set a hit up. Get you scratched off like a promo code. Paper coming in, you don't go blue. Get scratched off like a homophobe. Let's go, bro. You know the shit. You know the song. I appreciate you quoting me, and I appreciate you noticing the lyrics and liking them. It's amazing. Bro, how do I see... Okay, here we go. It's called self-doubt. It happens from time to time. Yeah, it does happen. Self-doubt is common with everyone. It's not something you should avoid. It's simply something you should overcome and, you know, work regardless of self-doubt. See the early signs of lyricism that keen people wouldn't even think of. Thank you so much, bro. I know you're realizing stuff now. I know you're realizing the potential now. You see the lyricism, development. I love how you wrote that the same way I wrote all my songs too, for the people. The reason I wrote my songs in that way for the album For the People is because I wanted to create a certain theme for it. These lines between the letters, these dashes between the letters, they signify like a castle-like structure or a building-like structure, and it almost signifies like the way, you know, old Arabic houses were built, because I'm an Arab, and yeah, it's just something artistic. It's just to add a certain theme to the album. My other albums also have a certain way of typing songs, and that's how I like to do it, to add a certain, you know, extra theme. Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. Yup, exactly. There's a lot of symbolism involved in it. You just have to realize it. You just have to look through it. And what's up, Nalida De Leon? It's good having you here. Interesting. Yeah. I like to add, you know, an extra element, an extra sense of sauce into my music. Unlike so many mainstream artists right now, which is why I do feel like I'm going to beat them. And to give some credit, that rhyme scheme that you just mentioned right there, it was inspired by the artist J. Cole, the rapper J. Cole. I'm sure you're familiar with him. He's such a great lyricist, and I love him. He's like one of my favorite artists, if not my favorite. The album cover art is what caught my eye as well, pleasantly surprised. Thank you so much, bro. The album cover art was actually painted by my sister, which is amazing because we're independent here. It's only me, and my sister helps me with some of the stuff. But it's incredible that we're still independent. What got me into Dreamville, then Big FN of JID. Yup. JID is fire as well. Jid is fire, for sure. One of the greatest lyricists of our generation. Exactly, incredible. Yeah, man. Like from our generation, like the youngins, me and you probably. I'm guessing you're a youngin. JID is one of the top lyricists, you know. He's up there. Dreamville is a great record label, but I'm keeping it independent here. I don't know if I'll end up joining a label, only if the deal is good enough, but right now I'm keeping it independent, and it looks like it's gonna be independent for a while, because you get a lot of benefits being independent. You get the money all for yourself. You get the fame. You don't really get the fame. No, don't. That's actually not correct. You get the fame like eventually if you really work hard at it for many years. But you do get fame faster if you join a record label. As long as you have your own, you can always be independent. Exactly. As long as you have your own art, your own creativity, your own sense of thought, you can always be independent. You can do whatever you want, just don't get into bad deals. That's the problem. Never get into a bad deal, because there are so many artists and rappers who get stuck in a bad deal and they have to deal with the consequences of it. Fact is that bad deals can leech away all of your cash, and not only your cash, actually, not only your money, but it can also be a huge hindrance to your creative ability, because the record label executives will not want you to talk about certain topics, to speak your mind about certain topics, which will block your artistic and creative thinking. Yeah, but again, people are self-absorbed and NPCs nowadays. I think you're talking about the fact that people don't realize a lot of the details. I think that's what you're talking about, I'm guessing. Yeah, people are NPCs, and people don't want to think while listening to music. People simply want to. But I also get it, because a lot of people are not really passionate about music. They just listen to it to feel a certain way at a certain time. It's usually the people who actually have passion for music, like a genuine passion for it, who tend to like artists in Dreamville, for example, like J. Cole or JID. Because these artists are a lot more lyrical, they're deeper, they think more creatively, more artistically in their music. And so you have to actually think to understand their lyrics. You can't just listen to it and get in your feels like the other rappers. So yeah, I have a passion for music personally, a very strong one. I have a very strong liking of lyricism and traditional rap, which is why I like and support that type of art, and I don't want that art to fade away. I just love the traditional essence of hip-hop, and I love lyricism. Lyricism is amazing. But I also like songs that sound good, don't get me wrong. It just depends on the vibe, it depends on what you want to listen to at the moment. Sometimes, you're just going out, you just want to listen to something fun. You can have at it. But I'm not usually a fan of the mainstream. You see rappers giving their life away, you see their rappers and, artists just selling their souls for clout, selling their souls for another album rollout or album drop. And it's just like, why, why? I just don't get it. You sold your soul, you're now promoting Satanism, you're promoting the devil, you're promoting dangerous ideologies to kids and to little children. Like, why? Funny enough, King ISO once said on TFB, gotta punch that clock, hit time, gotta kick it, high gear and go grind. Cause if you ain't taking care of your body, then it's gonna die with your mind. Bro, I'm so glad that you said that, because this is so true. This is so true. I believe in that fully and wholly. The fact that you have to take care of your body in order for your mentality to be there. You can't just have a good mental health. You can't have good mental health without having good physical health at first. If you don't have good physical health, then how do you expect to have good mental health? So a lot of people try to put emphasis and a lot of importance to their mental health, but they completely disregard and forget about their physical health, and then they end up looking fat and obese, but they wonder why their mental health is bad. I think the mental health, spiritual health, physical health, they're all connected, and you can't really have one without the other. Can you be mentally healthy without being physically healthy? Not really. Some people
tend to pull it off, I guess, but it's not the general norm. You know, health is connected in all ways, in all standards. You can't just be healthy in one area and unhealthy in the other areas, you know. At least that's what I think. That's been my experience after I started working out, which was about 3.5 years ago. Yeah, I've been working out for a while. I know it may not look like it because my physique is not the best in the world, but I work out at home. I don't really go to the gym. I think, you know, I like just working out at home. I don't really like going to the gym, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of lifting heavy weights. I've actually never tried it before, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I prefer calisthenics for now. But yeah, I started working out 3.5 years ago, and my mentality changed completely ever since I started. It's like my mental health is different. I feel a lot more confident. I feel a lot more healthy in general. I feel a lot of vigor inside of me. I feel vigorous. Even my vocabulary has improved. Everything about me has improved ever since I started working out. And I've been on self-improvement. I've been improving myself day by day, day in and day out. And I'm sure you're familiar with self-improvement as well, since you listen to people like David Goggins and Andrew Huberman. So yeah, they're very intelligent creators and influencers on the young generation and on young men especially. So for the people, to me, it signifies me being a leader, not only to my race, not only to my ethnicity, but to my generation as well, to my people in general, to my supporters, to my fans, to my family, even to my family. I'm a leader. That's what it signifies. It signifies leadership. It signifies, you know, the ability to provide and protect. That's real. Yo. Thank you, bro. That's what men are for, right? What else are men good for? If they're not gonna provide and protect and lead, what else are men good for? Really? Because, you know, women are mostly responsible for having the babies and for carrying the children. Then what are men good for? It's to provide, it's to protect, and it's to lead. Find your place after you build this. Eventually you're gonna have to protect your mind. Yes, exactly. You have to protect your mind through your strong body, through your strong physicality. You have to have a physical essence, and you have to be a powerful physical specimen of a man in order to have a good mental frame as well. That's why I always push my supporters on these live streams to work out. I always push them to work in general, to literally grind every day, to start a business, to start the thing they're afraid of starting. And I simply motivate them and inspire them. That's my mission. They'll say you changed, but no, they're just not you. Damn, that's crazy. That's true. They might say you changed, they might say you're not like you used to be, you're not the one I was familiar with a few years ago, or before I knew this fact about you. But the fact is that they just don't know you well enough, or they'll simply never understand you because they're not you. You will only understand yourself. That's how it works. Bro, I don't know how this iPad right now that I'm live streaming on is still alive and it hasn't gone like completely off. I have no idea, because it's literally been at less than 5% battery for like at least 20 minutes now, which is just crazy to me. It's actually more like 30 minutes. Usually it tends to go off like right away, but I don't know, I guess it's great. It's great though, like I can continue this live stream until it goes off and, you know, everybody goes to their work. Because the fact is, you have to be David Goggins all over again. Goggins is a verb, but David still, needs to remind himself who he will be. Willpower. Damn. Goggins is a verb. That's a good one. Yup. I'm just like looking more into your comment and observing it because it's a very deep one. You have to take action. You have to be a verb, not just a noun. You know, not just, oh, okay, he's little giant. You have to be associated with a verb. You have to be associated with the guy who's ambitious. Okay, that's an adjective, but anyway, you have to be associated with the guy who never stops grinding, the guy who never stops working, the guy who never gives up, no matter what struggles he's facing. The guy who's disciplined, that's an adjective. The guy who's ambitious, the guy who's strong, whatever it is that you describe yourself as. And I guess that's David Goggins quote that you just said, and it's very correct. It's incredibly deep. It has a lot of deep meaning behind it. But I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it because I've never heard it before personally. David says, "I'm not what people know me for. The carry the boats guy. They don't see when I'm not Goggins." So essentially he's saying that they only see him when he's that character that's strong and that's disciplined and that's built like that, and that will go through whatever he's facing, the adversity he's facing, no matter what. He's not always that guy. That's just what they see. But behind the curtains there is David, who's crying, who's, not literally crying, but mentally crying, and who's weak, and who's still struggling. Exactly, he can immediately channel this willpower he built up. Yeah, it's like a character that he created, that he can always snap back into in order to become stronger. But that shit can still shrink, so he keeps striving. Yup. You gotta tell your little bitch voice to shut up. And when you're able to do it, nothing can stop you, because truly nobody has the ability to stop you from doing what you want to do other than you. Exactly, character. That's what he says in the podcast. That's crazy. Yeah, nobody can stop you other than you. So people might say things that will push you more into believing and into self-doubting yourself, into believing that you're not able to do it, that you will not be able to do it. But the fact of the matter is that it's always your little bitch voice, or your David voice in this case, that will stop you if you stop. But if you don't stop, then you have the world to conquer. The only voice that will actually stop you is you. Some people will push you more into a certain direction. Some people may be positively influencing you, others may be negatively influencing you. But there's a direction they're pushing you towards, and at the end of the day, it's your decision, it's your life. They can never tell you exactly what to do, and you just follow them like a blind kid. That's not how it is. That's not how it is. Especially if you're, if you're over the age of adulthood. I'm not even technically or legally over the age of adulthood yet. I'm still 17 years old.